Hey all, double 1 8 set Shadow here. So, for today, we're going to be taking a look at what I'd consider to be a pretty solid set for quite a while now. So, up to this point, we have already had two collaborations when it comes to alternate IPs with Shadowverse Evolved. Technically three if you include Code Geass with set 4, but in terms of actual collaborations as separate booster packs, we've had Uma Musume and we've had Idolmaster Cinderella. So Uma Musume was definitely successful upon its release, but as time went on, ultimately a lot of the cards just kind of fell to the wayside and the product really fell hard. Idolmaster Cinderella is also looking at a pretty harsh downfall on its product, but in terms of consistent but in terms of keeping its value and also selling more consistently, Cinderella Girls is doing better overall, and from my take, it has a lot more generics that you can play in multiple decks in comparison to Uma Musume. And a number of them, especially with recent sets, have been driving up in value, especially for the hot stamp signatures that you could get for the foil copies of this, which I also think was a really smart move on Bushiroad's part to further drive the value of the foils. Boxes right now start at a low price of $40 with a $14 shipping tag, though. And when it comes to the market price on this one, it's fallen off in the last 3 months, but it's stayed in the $40 range. So, as compared to some of the other boxes from when Shadowverse really started, this one has at least been staying in the $40 to $50 range. And on top of that, at least keeps a maintained sales rate at least $40. There is a decent amount of value, especially with the hope to pick up chase cards that are signed, such as Anastasia, which has gotten a lot more popular now that we have Puppet Craft with Forest Craft. And this card tends to be played as a 3 of in there, and overall can be played as a 3 of in a lot of more combo based decks that set up wide boards. The regular gold for this one is now a $3 card minimum with 11 listings on the market. The irregular foil, which has its hot stamp, currently has a base price of about $15 and the market price is almost $14. There are no ultimate rares on the market right now, and the market price for that one's over $220. We still have that meme price for the SP variant at $35,000. Good luck trying to sell that, is all I can say. But the market price on that one is $380.50. But ultimately, this card is still very solid, and for future decks, I can definitely see it just continue to get played a lot. Now that Amulet Havencraft has also gotten a boost when it comes to set 8, Nana Abe has been seeing some attention on the foil sign side. Both of them have increased beyond their market price, where the regular one is now a base of $8 with only 3 listings on the market. The market price on that one is 7. And the Evo version now has a $4 base price, which is still higher than its current market price of under $350 and only 7 listings. However, if you do want to pick up the regular golds, they're actually not too expensive. 50 cents on the Evo, which is about as high as both of them will get, considering that we've said it many times here, gold Evos are more expensive than the regular gold counterparts. And their gold counterpart for the base version is only around 30 cents to start off with. And there's also Psychic Maiden, which is a silver from this set, about 25 cents to pick up for the regular silver, and if you want the foil, there's only one copy on the market left at $5. So Amulet Haven has been seeing some buyouts on the Idolmaster side here. Going into set 1 on our big 2 of this set, starting with Dark Dragoon Forte. Forte has been increasingly getting more popular recently, with only 6 listings on the base form now at a $14 base, while the Evo is still cheap. That really doesn't seem to change. And there are 24 copies of it on the market too, so about $1.50 to pick up. The ultimate of this card is now $120, while the super legendary of the base form is $22 to start. On the flip side, Merlin has actually taken a dive. The regular legendary base form is now pretty solidly underneath $10 with 27 listings on the market with a base price under $7.50. The market price is also under $10 now. As for the Evo, well, you have the Glory Finder and the one from set 1 as well, but they're both under $5 right now. And the Super Legendary for Merlin has a base price of $17.80 for its base form right now, and the market price is actually $16, which is interesting to see. And then the Super Legendary for the Evo is currently $25 for its base, but a market price of almost $15. The Omens are still seeing more popularity. I have been talking about Gelmew and Rule Knight too much, so let's take a look at Octress this time. 5 listings on the market with a base of almost $14 for its base form. If you want to pick up the Super Legendary variant, the market price on that one is up to $30, but the base listing is now over $78. The Super Legendary on the Evo is about $12 with 2 listings, but the Ultimate Rare has shot up to $105 for its base price, and the market price on that one's around $80. If you want the regular Evo, there are 6 listings on the market for that one, and it's $7 right now. Puppet is looking to be one of the more popular decks coming out of set 8, and no surprise given that out of all the legendaries in this set, Orchis is the one that is commanding the most value when it comes to its dual-sided version. Orchis Resolute and Vengeful Puppet's legendary is now an $18 card, whereas the Super Legendary for this card is around $24. And as for its base form, the Super Legendary there is just above $10 for its base, and it's $5 right now for the regular Legendary. If you want to pick up the Ultimate, that one has dropped off, but it's still the most expensive of the Ultimates in this set at $150, followed by Mist Heartman. You also have Aether of the Warrior Wing, which is effectively an alternate variant of Gemstaff Commander, which also has an additional effect. If you want to pick this one up, it's not too difficult. It's under $250 for its base listing and over 24 listings on it. The Super Legendary has 19 listings on the market for a base of $850. And ultimately, yeah, so this has potential for just giving it overall power if you're building a deck that just has a wide board, as opposed to Gemstaff Commander, which just searches you cards. The promo version of Repair Mode has dropped off a little further on its base listing. There are 5 listings on the market for this one, and the base price is now $10.66. And then you go up to back to $15, and none of them are higher than $15 at this point until you count shipping. Themis Decree, which was the top 8 promo for the recent Showdown Challenge, has 2 listings on the market starting at about $9, $10 when you count the shipping and handling, and tops off at about $10 plus shipping there, which also happens to be my listing. But to that point, a lot of the promos that we got more recently between the Showdown Challenges and the new Tournament Pack ones are actually up on TCG Player, and we're going to go through a few of those to wrap up today. One of them is Desert Pathfinder, which is the legendary alternate art promo to pick up from the pack itself. I was actually lucky enough to pull one of these yesterday. But in terms of its pricing, starting at almost $100, all I can say is that that is far-fetched. This is a neutral, but it's still restricted to really getting played in Natra. And yeah, that's all I can say about it. No one has bought this card yet, and the only listings at this point are 100. I would say wait it out a little bit. I seriously don't think it can sell this high. If it does, I'll be pretty surprised. And then there is the evolved version of Sahaquil, which is the winning promo for the Open 8 event for set 8. Only one listing on the market right now, which is actually my listing at $75. No other listings yet, but we should see a few more of them come up on the market, and we'll see. But we haven't seen any sales of this one yet either. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked the video, please like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you guys later.